Oh man, I really should be facing the other way because the sun is right behind me. Well, this wasn't well thought out. It wasn't well thought out at all. Oh my god. And here I am thinking, oh, I've got my stuff together today for this live. Apparently not. I'm facing the wrong way. I am currently enjoying uh, a playlist on Spotify I found called Circle Pit at Denny's. It has Billy Joel, Slipknot, System of a Down, just the most random. I don't know. I wouldn't have put Billy Joel in a Circle Pit at Denny's playlist, but hey, it's not my playlist. And I thank the person for doing this. Hold on. Let me see if I can flip myself around and you guys around. Hold on. Oh, my room's terrible right now. Oh, this will work. I'm a little lopsided, but this will work. I'm falling down. So I returned from my vacation. I took a week-long trip to Tampa, and right now I'm just taking a break because I tried my very best to clean the house so that way when we came back from our trip, you know, it's like, oh, I feel so much better. The house is clean. This is wonderful. But I was cleaning for like 2 days straight, trying to do all the laundry, clean everything. And the house literally just ended up looking like I did nothing at all. So I hired my sister-in-law's sister, who's a cleaning lady, to help me today. And she did the kitchen and the living room, which was such a big help. And then my husband went to go get groceries at the store for like our 4th of July. Oh yeah, happy 4th of July, everybody. For tomorrow for our groceries. So it feels I'm just taking a break because I haven't taken a break all day. I've been cleaning. I mean, my cat was in the house all week. We bought her like an auto feeder. She already has an auto water feeder, but I had bought her a food one. So she was in here all week. And oh my God, let me get to everything. Like I said, and I just have a lot to say about my trip. No, the trip was good. The drama is coming back, and I'll get to that. And I think anyone who's flown in the last 3 months or so knows what a shit show the airlines are right now. So I'll get to that. So yeah, right now I took out all my clothes. I'm doing laundry, washing the sheets and everything because I'm a freak for clean sheets. I've always been. I can't sleep on dirty sheets. So clean the sheets. And then I found out my cat had been sleeping in my closet. So I had to take out all my shoes and there's just like giant critter balls of hair in my closet. I always ask the question like, why does my house get so dirty? But maybe that's a question like, why is water wet? It just is. You know what I mean? Like my house is just dirty. No matter how I clean it, it lasts like maybe one day. And then the next day, it's just like, nothing happened. So tomorrow's 4th of July. I hope everyone has a safe one. We're going to get our firecrackers today. Luckily, it's been raining a lot here. So I believe they removed the fire ban, which, where I live, they say there's a fire ban, but nobody really cares. 2 years ago, they had a fire ban and the cops were driving around the neighborhood waving to everybody, telling us to be safe. And there was a fire ban. So it doesn't apply to us or something. Also, so my trip to Florida, had an excellent time. Went with my family. I stayed with my uncle in Florida. We went to the Museum of Science and Industry. Went to Clearwater for the beach. Went to St. Petersburg one day just to walk around and check out the sites, which was pretty cool. We had excellent food, excellent seafood at these places in Clearwater. We went to a place called Rockaway, that's right off the beach, and we had oysters and grouper sandwiches. Grouper is a thing apparently in Florida. I don't know. There's a lot of grouper sandwiches everywhere we went. So I had grouper something. I don't even remember. But so, the vacation went excellent. And then on the way back is where we ran into some shit. And that just, see, this playlist is funny. Now from Billy Joel, it went to Megadeth. But anyways, so we were supposed to get back on Tuesday, the 30th, no, the 29th, whatever Tuesday was. So we're going, we were checking you could check your flight status, and nothing had changed, because coming to Tampa, our flight had changed many times. I lost count of how many times that our flight changed. But anyways, coming here, even though the flight kept changing, once we got on the plane, everything just fell into place, and we got to Tampa the same day on time, I guess, according to all their changes. But coming back home, it barely rained all week that we were in Tampa, okay? Barely rained. But the day we decided to come back, once we touched down at the airport, we dropped off the rental car. Everything was still beautiful, right? Great weather, sunny. Once we dropped off our rental car, that's when everything went to shit. We got a line. It got to the time where we could pre-board, and it just started raining, and it was raining buckets and buckets and buckets. And then, they started, the guys on the tarmac or whatever you call that out there, they started covering all the suitcases so they won't get wet. And everyone just kind of ducks for cover. And we're like, okay, I hope that our flight's not delayed. And then it just kept raining. It kept raining. And then at one point they were like, okay, well, it's delayed. And then I guess it stopped. It was still raining, but there wasn't enough lightning. So they let us board the plane. And we're thinking, oh God, like we're going to miss our connecting flight from Dallas to El Paso. And we got on the plane, crossing our fingers. Luckily, I was looking on the checklist, the check status on the phone, because the Southwest has like Wi-Fi in it. And it was showing that the flight from Dallas to El Paso was getting delayed. And I was like, oh my God, I think we're going to make it. So finally, when we landed in Dallas, we missed our flight. We arrived at 9:06 in Dallas, and the plane to El Paso took off at 9:03. So we were like, what do we do, right? Because the lady in Tampa had given us the choice. She's like, you guys can spend the night in Tampa and catch a flight tomorrow, and it'll be better. Or, you can take your chances and go all the way to Dallas. Maybe that'll make you feel better if you're closer to home. And I was like, yeah, well, that's fine, because we have family in Dallas. So if something happens, we can just call them up and spend the night at their house. So when we found out we missed our flight to Dallas to El Paso, we went to the counter, and the ticket agent was like, well, we don't have any more flights for you. We do have a flight, however, on the 1st. And I was like, are you telling me I can't go home tonight or tomorrow? I have to go home the next day? And they're like, oh yeah, we're so sorry. And because it was because we were delayed and all the catastrophe happened because of weather, they call it like the act of God. It's out of their hands, that the airlines can't help us with hotel, food, car rental, whatever kind of accommodations, discounts, whatever. So we immediately we're like, whatever, just book our flight for the 1st. Like, I mean, what am I going to do? Make them build another plane so we could go? I mean, and they tried everything. I was like, can we get a flight to Phoenix? Can we get a flight to Lubbock? Can we just get a little bit closer to where we live? Like, I just want to get as close as possible. And they're like, no, there's nothing. There's nothing. Everything's full tonight, because our flight was like one of the last flights out before the airport closed. And then the next day, everything was full. Same thing. I was like, can we get a flight to Phoenix? Can we get a flight to Lubbock, Houston? No. So we had to wait till the 1st. So immediately we called my husband's brother-in-law, because we have family that lives in Dallas now. And he's like, yeah, go ahead, come over. So we took a taxi, whatever. We're worried about our luggage because this dog is weird. Anyway, so we're worried about our luggage, and they're like, no, they took off the luggage from the plane or whatever, but you can't get to it, and it'll be on the flight on the first when you guys leave. So I was like, okay, that's not what another lady told me, but fine. So we're luggageless, right? We don't have any clothes, any toiletries. The only person who had clothes was my youngest son, because his carry-on bag was like his little suitcase. So all his clothes were in there. And I had one article of clothing in that bag that was dirty, that didn't fit in the other suitcase. So when we got to my brother-in-law's house, I had to wash this very frilly, white, poofy dress that I had made, that I wore at some point in Florida. So I was like really overdressed on the 30th. I was just like hanging around in this house in this very white, elaborate dress that I made for myself. And so yeah, we just basically kicked it in Dallas for a day. It was nice. They let us borrow their car, my family. And I was just freaking out because, with everybody that we left our animals with, I had set them up with like 7 days of food. And now I had to call the people who were watching our animals like, hey, our flight was delayed. We missed the connecting one, whatever. And then I was worrying about my cat. And I was like, I know these auto feeders, it's not going to go beyond a week of the food being filled. And my cat's a fat ass. Like, she just will constantly eat. And since the food is readily available to her, I knew that her supply was running low. I just knew. Okay. And so finally on the first, we everything worked out. The weather was good. We were able to fly back. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me backtrack. This is, again, more stuff why the trip home was sucky. So the taxi we took from the airport to my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law's house, it was like almost a 40-minute taxi ride. And it was like $80. So whatever, we paid it. Well, we're glad to have a place, a roof over our head for the next day or so. And then I get down and I'm like, let me call my mom and tell her that we've arrived. Where's my phone? I don't have my phone. I dump out my purse and I'm like, my phone? So I tell her, everybody, call my phone. Nothing's, and I'm like, I left my phone in the taxi. I have a job interview tomorrow on my phone. I have like a Skype interview or whatever. It's like, I left my phone in the taxi. And I'm like freaking out. I'm just like, I'm just freaking out. And then finally I keep calling my phone, and lo and behold, the taxi driver who had just gotten back to the airport, he was cleaning out the back of his car, and he saw that my phone was ringing. He's like, he answered it. And I was like, oh yeah, can you bring it? Whatever. He's like, yeah, I can bring it back. I was going to go pick it up from him. And he's like, I just finished my shift. I was just cleaning out my car because I'm going to go home now. And he's like, I can bring it to you. And I was like, but I'll have to charge you. And I was like, okay. I need my phone. So I was like, yeah, if you're willing to bring it, just, we want to make some few extra money, bring it back. So I paid $80 for him to bring my phone back to the house, which, you know what? My husband was so against it, but it's like, I mean, $80, the phone is worth hundreds of dollars, right? I mean, maybe not mine now, but if I were to go get one, I would be financing like almost $1,000 phone because I would want another iPhone. And I mean, who's to say if he took it to the lost and found at the airport, it's like the game of telephone. Like, you tell one person to take this, or eventually it would get lost somewhere in the lost and found. Like, that's just my fear. So $80, whatever. So I got my phone back. And then later on that night, we also realized that my husband forgot one of his carry-on duffel bags in one of the airplanes that we transferred to the day before, and that had all my son's medications in it. So we had to file a police report because his medications are controlled substances, because my son has medicines for like his ADHD and some of his, I guess, aggression issues. I don't know, with autism. I don't even know. But he takes some stuff like that. So we had to file a police report, and the cops looked in the cameras for us, and they're like, "No, sir, you didn't leave it on the pre-boarding line. We saw that you took it with you in the plane." So he left it in one of the overheads on plane. So that's it. Wait, at least I got my phone back, right? We're still missing this bag. We're trying to find it. We came back. Whatever. We're home. Cat threw up everywhere. I mean, I'm just happy to be home. I was doing work last night, and I like, sometimes you just get tired of vacations. You know what I mean? Like, vacations are good. Like, you work so hard for so long. You're like, I need a vacation. And then finally, when you get it, at some point, you're just so done. Like, you just want to come home and do the same old routine over and over again. So I feel comfort that I'm just cleaning my house, and, you know, I don't know, it's dumb, but, oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Hello? What happened? Mm-hmm. Oh, uh-huh. Oh, the whole Costco was closed? Yeah. Okay, just go to Walmart, I guess. Did they eat already? Okay. The children? All right. That's fine. Okay. Bye. Well, that's not fun. More stuff going wrong. Oh, yeah. And my husband's car broke down today, and they had to take it to the mechanic. And now he can't buy groceries. I'm very frustrated. Okay. I just want comfort, that knowing that things work. Like last night I was working, my machines worked. I was working on someone's stuff. I was getting closer to finishing. It makes me feel good that I can rely on this stuff. But right now, this is for the birds, man. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened with my vacation. It was nice as far as the positive things. I haven't had Puerto Rican food in a very long time. They took us to some Cuban restaurants as well, and it was a lot of fun. Though, I gained a lot of weight on this trip, and I'm trying to figure out how much of this is like water weight. Like, you always hope there's like 8 pounds of water weight that for some reason that you just get. But no, I ate a lot constantly over there. But yeah, that was my vacation, and just trying to clean up. Tomorrow we're having 4th of July party. As if you didn't maybe heard part of my conversation, I forgot what I said already. My husband and I went to go buy groceries for the party, and we were cleaning too. So, and my dogs are just like so neurotic right now. I don't know what they're doing. Someone was building a fence outside in the front yard for one of the other neighbors, and they just went in like attack mode, but they're inside the house. So I guess they really don't know what to do with themselves. I don't know. But I guess that's it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's not a very good live today. I'm sorry. I suck. I'm just gonna continue doing what I do, and yeah. So yeah, Spotify circle pit at Denny's, and you can hear what I'm hearing currently. There was also another list that I saw on Facebook going around today, and it's actually real. It's, what is it called? Songs that, and this is not my list. It just sounded funny. Was it songs that songs that excite white folk? It's a real playlist. If you've seen this meme going around Facebook, it's real. And let me read you some of the songs that apparently excite white folk. Stacy's Mom, Piano Man, Don't Stop Believing, Ice Ice Baby. Some ABBA's in here, Survivor, Zac Brown Band, Train, Cotton Eye Joe Rednecks. I don't know. All these songs apparently get white people excited. Who makes these playlists? Oh my God, look, there's more. Look, the live just got interesting. This popped up. Songs that get drunk bitches to dance on elevated surfaces. This is a real playlist. It's a real playlist. And this just generated when I was trying to get you the right title for songs that excite white people. Is this the same one that I just said? Oh, here's another one called Songs That Get Drunk Bitches. Oh no, that's the same one. Songs that get drunk white girls excited. Who makes these playlists? I don't know a lot of these songs, but then again, it's probably not my demographic because I'm 35. So that's funny. Should make a video, find the dumbest playlists on Spotify, and let's share them. That's its own video in itself, I think. All right, chickadees, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna continue cleaning because apparently there's no grocery shopping today. My kids didn't let my husband buy groceries. So yeah, I will bid you all adieu, and I'll figure out some more videos to come up in the next couple weeks or so. All right, bye.